Hope everybody is doing great. Now before we start, let me mention that in one of my previous videos I had raised issues about 3 different scenes in the web series Thunder. If you haven't watched the video, you can watch it later. Well, all the 3 scenes that I had raised issues about has been taken out of the web series. The video is called Why Ban Thunder. Now to the issue at hand. I always believe that truth has a very uncanny way of popping its head out from all the bullshit that's surrounding it. Just when we were thinking that the protest of the farmers is all done and dusted after what happened on the 26th, suddenly a tweet pops up from Rihanna. Usually her tweet gets retweeted about 20 to 30,000 times. Naturally, she's a big singer. But then this one got tweeted more than 1 lakh times. And within a span of 1 or 2 hours, we could see a lot of other international celebrities tweeting the same, in hundreds. In fact, it reached up to a level wherein people from Canada, Portugal, France, everybody was tweeting it, and suddenly the farmers' protest became an international issue. Now I was actually surprised to see that within a span of 1 or 2 hours, how can each and every celebrity tweet about it? Because it's very natural to think that they would be busy. So everyone to tweet within a span of 1 or 2 hours is something which is unbelievable, isn't it? But then I thought I'm reading too much into it. So let's wait and watch as to what happens. The amount of pressure that was created by these tweets was so much that in fact the Indian government came up with a tweet wherein they clearly mentioned that it's an internal issue and nobody else has to get involved in it. There's enough meetings being carried out, and in fact there's a lot of discussion about this even happening in the parliament. So they request all these celebrities who do not know what exactly is happening to keep their head out of it. And as soon as this happened, most of the celebrities from India like Ajay Devgan, Akshay Kumar, Sachin Tendulkar, Lata Mangeshkar, a lot of cricketers in fact, retweeted the same, whatever the Indian government had posted. They went ahead and retweeted the same. And suddenly they got a barrage of negative tweets. In fact, there was one tweet which even said that Sachin Tendulkar is a fake god and is a spineless god and is just a puppet under the Indian government currently. Now in between all this, Greta Thunberg shares a tweet wherein she also shares a link to one of the documents on Google Drive. And what does it have? The entire plan as to how the farmers' protest has to be carried out. So let's break it down. The document gave an update as to what are the tweets that are to be posted by these celebrities. It in fact also gave a clear plan as to what would be done on the 23rd of January, what would be done on the 24th of January, what are the tweets that are to be posted. In fact, the tweets that are posted by Rihanna is the exact copy of one of the tweets that is there in the tweet bank that has been shared. The document clearly says that these are the statements to be used, these are the exact words to be used when you tweet, so that the amount of effect that is created because of these tweets is much more than what it would be if it's done organically. Along with this, it also had the photos that were supposed to be posted on their tweets on the 25th of January. In fact, there's a clear plan that they would have to hurt Ambani and Adani as well. And in fact, damaging the Jio towers should answer that question as well as to why only Jio towers were targeted. It does not stop there. It actually also says that what is supposed to be done on the 4th of February, what is supposed to be done on the 6th of February. In fact, the Chauka Bandh that the farmers' protest is carrying out currently, even that has been mentioned in that these are the things that will be done. And in fact, a second plan of carrying out something similar, a physical action, something similar to what was carried out on the 26th of January, is been planned on the 13th and 14th of February. You might think that this is not possible. In fact, the plan is so detailed that it actually tells them as to whom to tag when you go ahead and tweet, who are the people whom you have to follow, which are the print media which you are supposed to follow, Wire and some other print media has been mentioned in that as to these are the guys you have to follow, these are the person you'll have to tag, these are the government departments which you'll have to tag. Each and everything is been mentioned out there. Not only that, it actually has dates as to when meetings would be carried out, on how to work on these plans, and what are the actions each and every person, each and every celebrity will have to take to make sure that this becomes one of the biggest protests ever in human history. Nothing less than a movie story, isn't it? But it doesn't stop here. In fact, all these details are even translated to Portuguese and French, so that if people want to go ahead and push this in France or in Portugal, they should not find it difficult because of English being used. So who was behind all this? The website on which all these details were available was www.askindiawhy.com, and it's sponsored by a group called Poetic Justice of India. Now if you look at who is the person who's funding this, his name is Mo Taliwal. Now it doesn't stop here as well. It's clearly mentioned that the opposition party would be helping everybody in this as well. They've clearly mentioned the name of Rahul Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal as well. But however, the moment they realized that this is out in the open, Greta Thunberg did go ahead and delete the previous tweet. She went ahead and updated another tweet saying that the previous link was an old one and it wasn't working. That's the reason it's been taken out, and she went ahead and gave another link on Google Drive. But by then, the damage was already made. Even though she was very quick in deleting her tweet, people had already copied the link. They had already copied all the details on the link. In fact, while they were doing it, the admins who had powers to go ahead and edit these documents were editing it. Even that's been captured live. And while they were editing, what they were doing, they were trying to take out the name of Rahul Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal and Congress. In fact, if you look at the tweet that was posted by Kerala Congress, official tweet ID, it's exactly the same. Whatever is mentioned in the tweet bank, it's exactly the copy paste of the same thing. Now you might think that we understand if the opposition is involved, but why is other countries involved? Now, even it doesn't make sense to me at a certain level, but later when I think of it, it's simple, it's competition. Now when you see that a different country which is not close to you or which is not friendly to you is growing at a rate which is much higher than the rest of the world, they want to put that country down so that you kill your competition. Now I know most of the supporters would tell you that Greta Thunberg was actually hired by BJP to make sure that this protest goes down. However, I don't think BJP would be so dumb that they would go ahead and choose a person who was actually honored by Pakistan. Do you think so? Well, I've gone ahead and pasted all those documents along with the video. You can see them on the corner. I think this is proof enough to say that entire farmer protest was planned. Now, I am not saying that there were no farmers involved. There were so many farmers involved, but all that they were puppets in the hands of all the Khalistani supporters. They might have not realized it, but then that's what they have become. Now, thanks to Greta, I think the entire farmers' protest is put to rest. Now we know that this is a plan not only to create unrest in the country, but also to put the country down so that if we move at the pace that we are moving, we might be danger for other countries. Now guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, because it's your support through subscription and likes which would push me to go ahead and do all these investigation and bring truth in front of you. Please do ask your friends to subscribe as well so that I can hit that magic number of 1000. Now hope to see you guys in the next video. Ciao till then.